many of us wonder what it would be like to quit our jobs and go live off-grid. Well, meet John. He did exactly that.
There's no way you could live off a grid, dude.
He lives so far off the grid it takes him 2 hours to get to the nearest grocery store. Even getting a hold of John was challenging.
Hey, is that you? I think you passed the place.
Cell phones don't work out there, so we had to use Instagram messages, and I was completely lost trying to find him. But once we got back to his homestead, I wanted to figure out why he decided to move out there. How does he get water and food? How does he make money? And does he ever get lonely or scared? So stay tuned as we learn more about John and living off the grid. Before living off-grid, John had little experience on what it takes to actually survive without modern conveniences. But that didn't stop him from learning how to survive off-grid.
Hey, look guys, this right here, this is all mine. Not bad, huh? When I first pulled onto the land, it was nothing but dirt. And in under a year, I've been able to build a basic infrastructure. So I have food, water, and shelter.
One of the first items John built was a shed where he can store stuff and work out of. Next, he set up a water source.
So this is one of my IBC totes. They're about 330 gallons a piece on average. I've got 4 of them. I've got a rain harvesting system on the roof. The rain comes down into these gutters that I've fashioned by hand. Some of them aren't even gutters, they're flashing and things like that. The water comes down into the container. It goes through just a very simple filter that's basically a t-shirt over the end. That water comes in here, I collect it. If I'm gonna drink it, I run it through the Berkey filter I have. And then this right here is my shower. I can pump water using this pump into the shower. There's a propane heater and that all fires up. I got hot water, endless hot water in the shower.
John currently still has to rely on food from the grocery store, but he is now raising livestock to eat and sell for another source of income.
So now we've got the 2 goats. These are boar goats, 2 pigs, my rooster Cornelius. These guys are all going to be meat down the road eventually. So the point is I have a male and a female goat, a male and a female pig. They can breed with each other, and that's the way that it is with all the animals on the homestead.
John is also raising chickens to eat and to sell the eggs at a farmer's market for some extra money. Let me tell you, that rooster didn't want me to go near those hens. The moment I walked in there, that guy attacked me.
Oh shit, boy. Hey, watch out. Watch out, buddy. He's a big bastard, bro.
That rooster was not messing around, so John decided to show me the back of the coop where he collects the eggs.
So I built the back of the chicken coop here so I could easily access the eggs. So lately I've been getting upwards of a dozen eggs a day. And I think right now I've got 6 dozen eggs. So the plan is soon I can actually start going clear out to this farmer's market and maybe sell some of the eggs that way. If I have eggs that are pushing the limit, you know, I've had them for quite a while, then I'll feed them to the pigs, and pigs eat eggs in the wild, so that works out pretty good. And the dogs like to eat the eggs too. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to live off grid. It's crazy to say that, but I know that when I was 5, I was thinking it'd be great to be out in the mountains. I had already had a thought that somehow I'd like to be a hermit when I was a little kid. And I would watch like Little House on the Prairie and things like that. I thought that was like a kick-ass lifestyle. And I can't say that I've ever been lonely out here. I have a large social media presence. There's a large group of those people that are really good friends of mine now, and we interact, and you know, I'm just not a real lonely person anyway. I get that interaction, and I just don't need to interact with people on a daily basis to be happy.
Something John has really focused on is growing all of his own fruits and vegetables. He told me he dug a hole 6 feet deep with a $4 shovel and is making a geothermal greenhouse so he can grow fruits and vegetables year-round.
This geothermal is 6 feet deep, and then there's 200 linear feet of pipe that go through it. That's covered under 3 feet of dirt. The reason behind that is that temperature should maintain about 55 degrees year round. And then I can run a fan inside that'll suck the hottest air down the tubing. It'll go through the 200 linear feet, cool down, and be pumped back into the system. And then the very hottest air, I'll make a ventilation system at the front and back. That'll pump the very hottest air out, and everything's on timers. I've got 32 pots in there ready to go on drip irrigation. The very first night that I pulled onto the property, I knew that I was absolutely alone. I think this is the spot, dude, because no one would ever see me from the road. It's just pretty, guys, and it goes on and on. But I just had to kind of coach myself through it. Like, dude, we're gonna do this and we're gonna make it happen.
And John is making it happen. He's running a successful tea business in the middle of nowhere in the Arizona high desert. This is how he's making money and surviving life off grid.
So this is my workspace right here. I've got all of my teas, all the different products that I put together. They come from right here. In example, the tea, I order bulk tea, different individual components, and I bring them together and make my own proprietary blend here. So this is my blue tea. It's made of butterfly pea flower, lavender, and lemon balm. The butterfly pea flower is what gives the drink this really nice blue tone. It's probably our #1 seller right now. Hey guys, I've got a couple packages ready to go out, and I just wanted to do one for you real quick just to stay in touch with you guys. This order right here is for a red tea, a blue tea, and 2 corn flour. Using social media to document my experience has been a huge benefit to my business. People see me, they like what I'm doing, then they see my product, they go to the website, they make a purchase, I can print the postage on my laptop inside the shed there, and then I can grab my products. I've got some of the highest quality individual herbs that you can get, put it together, bag it up, and I'm sending out about 20 to 40 orders every few days.
John sleeps in his van and has all the necessities he needs in there. And in case you were wondering how he's able to get electricity and internet, well, he set up solar panels.
In addition to the 4 100-watt solar panels that I have on the van, I've got 3 more on the shed. All of these feed into a battery bank, and I'm able to run my printer, charge things, use the sealer, pretty much anything that you'd need to power, I can power with my system right now. A lot of people also ask, how do I get cell phone signal or data? And I've got an antenna, I've got an antenna up there that goes 50 miles to the nearest tower, and that's how I get a signal good enough to run the internet and whatnot, printing postage and things like that.
John couldn't be happier living off the grid and doesn't have any plans of leaving anytime soon.
I don't know, I think it's hard for people to realize that you can live this way. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same as, it's not the same as being in the city, so. There's no way you could live off a grid, dude. There's no way you can drink rainwater.